And then you have a personalized sleep environment. So like for you, you want that fan blowing all loud. It's this loud ass. It's not even, we have a ceiling fan, but Ian has a fan and he sits on the floor that's super loud.
I love it.
And
is that my fault? Are you looking at me when you say that?
Yes, because I don't want, like when you're not here, I don't watch TV in the evening.
I don't believe that crap.
Only time I watch TV is when I'm eating. When I eat lunch, I watch TV. And when I eat dinner, I watch TV.
So you're saying it's me that you don't sleep at night? Is it me? Is it my fault?
You're not the one causing me not to sleep. I don't sleep because you want a separate room.
I want separate rooms for, what do I have written down here? I think I want separate rooms because I want to stay up later. Like, just stay up as late as I want. I want to be able to have my fan, just like we just talked about, my TV, and just to do what I want to do. That's why I want to have a separate room. Just because what I do is sometimes very different than what you do at night. And it does contradict. It's rare that we're doing the same thing at night.
Hey guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go ahead. Go now.
Wait. Get out of there! Oh my God! Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah. And have a nice day. Good God.
I love the Family Mess. Oh.
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my co-host and wife, Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with teens and all things adulting. Let's talk. How you doing?
Are you sure you want to talk? You don't sound like it.
I'm just go ahead. I don't want to say anything because I might get in trouble.
Yes, because you're always in trouble.
Yeah, you go ahead and introduce everything.
So now you're running scared.
Yes. Go ahead.
What am I introducing?
The show today. We're going to go right into the show today.
So you going from one extreme to the other?
Yes. Let's. I don't know how to start this. So.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't wait for me. Let's go.
Well, today's podcast we're going to talk about, and I can see maybe why with this attitude, sleep divorce. Right? So sleep divorce is when romantic partners choose to sleep in separate rooms or beds to improve their sleep quality. Now, I don't want to sleep in the same room in separate beds because I ain't doing June. What's that? What was June and Ward? I'm not trying to live like June and Ward.
I just realized to Beaver. I just realized what you said. You said separate beds.
Yeah, you're in the same room but separate beds.
What the hell? I'm not doing that.
That's like the Beaver Cleaver.
I'm not a roommate, man. I'm not doing that crap.
I know.
I'm not in no hotel. I didn't realize. I just realized what you said just now.
But that's the definition. It's either separate beds or separate rooms.
Oh hell! I can't sleep in the same room on separate beds. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
No.
That wouldn't even be an option for me. I'd have to sleep in a separate room, not in the same room, separate beds.
Yeah,
that'd be weird for me. I mean, I know people got their whatever, but
that's some old school. I don't know what year was Beaver Cleaver came out. Was that the 60s?
Did they
50s? Yeah, they had June and Ward always had twin beds on TV.
They showed that on TV?
Yeah, on TV they had a twin bed in there.
I don't remember seeing.
You didn't watch a lot of. I watched a lot of those. I used to watch a lot of old school. My Three Sons.
I don't remember them ever
a lot of black and white
beds.
shows. Yes, they always slept in separate beds. Yes, man. You better go back and watch.
I gotta go watch. I never noticed that.
Yes, Ward and June had separate beds in the same room.
I never even noticed. You know what? I bet you if I go back and look, I'll probably see that on there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a TV thing or if that was a sign of the times.
Man, they didn't want you to think of people were having sex on TV or sex in general back in the day, so they wouldn't put that on TV at all. They didn't want to show it.
And where are we today?
Sex everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So a lot of people are now doing sleep divorces. It's becoming more popular. So they say about 25% of married couples sleep separate, and then 1 in 5 couples, I think in general as couples, will sleep separate.
Huh.
Now, and there's various reasons, right? The number one reason though is snoring and someone disturbing their sleep. Like how for me, if I move, if I even roll from one side to the other side, somebody's got to wake up.
Because Natalie moves too much at night, man. You always
somebody's always waking up.
You don't get no sleep, and as soon as you move, I get up because I think there's something wrong. And so as soon as I get up, I'm not going back to sleep. And then you do the weird thing. Someone's like, "Are you sleeping?"
That's in the morning. I don't do that in the middle of the night.
Natalie used to do this weird thing.
It's not weird. I'm trying to check if you're awake without waking you up.
Hey, do you guys do this? She would sometimes I pretend I'm sleeping and not answer her.
Because Ian wants this loud ass fan on all the time, blowing in my face when I'm sleeping, and I don't like things blowing in my face when I'm sleeping.
Really?
And then also there's mattress bed preferences. So one person may like firm, one person may like softer, and they don't have one of those. What's that bed that they got 2 different sides? Sleep Number. I've seen those Sleep Number beds. You can get 2 different mattresses on one.
Huh.
And some people do. They get 2 twins and they put them together to make a king. So they each have their own. Yeah. So that's one way of doing it without having to separate rooms. That's just one thing people do. But also people decide to sleep separate because they want to reduce the conflict. So like if you've been arguing and stuff and you're like, I'm tired of arguing with you, I'm just going to go in another room.
Yeah, that's true.
People do that. But that reason is not very good, because if you do it for that reason, it could actually make your relationship worse over time. It won't help make it better because you're kind of running away from the problem instead of talking about it. And then also for parents, like parents of young children, because one person can sleep, the other person, deals with the kid when they wake up at night.
Yes.
So that's another reason why people do sleep separate. Now,
yes.
Recently,
yes,
I have started to have the thought about being in separate rooms.
Why?
This is why this topic has come up today for the show.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I just get tired of you sometimes. But one of the things I heard, I was reading this article, and it was about this lady and her husband. This is where it kind of started for me. The lady and her husband, and this is why sometimes hearing things is not good, because then it puts things in your brain that maybe would not be there. I don't know.
I can't wait to hear this.
So this lady and her husband, they moved and they decided to get separate apartments. Oh shit, this is a good idea. Like, I wouldn't mind this. So I took it to Ian one day and I was like, hey, what would you think? Like, when the kids grow up and we move out of the house and we, what would you think about living separately in our own apartments for a period of time? And Ian, your answer was,
hell no, I ain't doing that. What the hell, man? I'm not doing that crap. I'm staying right here.
But I always thought of it like, oh my God, I have my own space. I don't have to be nagging anybody about picking up this or cleaning up that. It'll just be my space.
Yes.
And I just felt like peaceful thinking about it. Now, you did reconsider after you thought about it. And
yes,
you said maybe
I
would.
did. I after sitting down and thinking about it, I was like, you know what? This might not be, this might be a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah. So right now we can't afford to do that until the kids leave the house. So that's not even an option. But that's like a retirement thing, maybe. Maybe the first few months of retirement, when we stop working like, full-time jobs, we can maybe go and then each have our own place and move to another city and each have our own apartment and just be,
Yeah.
But I have wanted to, and I did talk to you about us having separate rooms now. Now that we have a separate room, because we never had any room before. So now we actually have a separate bedroom. So I was like, hey, I think I really do think I need space. I just want more peace in my life. Like, I want to be able to do my meditation without having to worry about anyone interrupting me or the TV blaring. I just want my own space. Mm-hmm. So
keep going. So
we've been thinking about sleeping separate and doing that. So how do you feel? Did you feel any way when I said that? Not the thing about the separate apartments, but when I came to you the other day about separate rooms, did you feel attacked or did you feel any kind of way about it?
I would say I actually began to agree with you because I felt similar too. I think I'm looking to have my own space, and I began to think about it more. And I think this is something I would really like to try. I would. At first I was annoyed. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, I want my own space. I really like what I do. I'm not changing as I get older. I want to do what I want to do. And I think that's something I would really consider doing. So yeah, I don't feel too bad about it. I feel I'm open to at least trying it.
So we both, I guess at this point, we're both kind of looking for more independency from each other.
Yeah, I'm open to trying something different. I don't know where it's going to lead. I think it's going to be good, but at least we should try and see where it goes. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I want to try it. I'm willing to try it. I am a little afraid, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a little bit of fear that we won't be as close because we're very close. And I'm afraid that because I always talk to you about, Ian, we're growing apart. That's like my thing. I'm always like, Ian, we're growing apart. We need to spend time together because we're growing apart. And so that's one of the things where I'm a little concerned, that we might grow apart. That I am thinking about. Like, I don't know if I want to do it because I don't want to. But here's the thing, though.
Do you think we're growing apart, though? I don't feel like we're growing apart.
Well, no, I'm very conscious about us not growing apart. I'm conscientious. I'm conscious of it.
Because you always, you know what it is? I have to agree with you on that because I have to agree with Natalie on this 100% because I tend to just go off and just be on one track in our relationship. And sometimes I don't pay attention to the signs. So Natalie's very conscious about, hey, Ian, we haven't done this in a long time. Hey, and
no, it's not even this. We haven't spent time together. We haven't sat and talked.
But she brings it to my attention because I'm one that'll just go on. And I think a lot of couples, especially men, when they get surprise divorces from their wives, that's the reason why they think everything's fine. But if the wife, or if he's not aware and the wife doesn't communicate with him that what's going on or what she's lacking, then that's one of the reasons why people begin to separate over time.
Well, right. And so that's why I'm very conscious
I agree with you on that.
About, hey, we haven't spent time together. Hey, we have not been talking. We haven't had, we haven't laughed together. We haven't talked about things. So I try to make sure that not too much time goes by. That's why I am hesitant. But in life, if you don't try things, how will you know?
That's true.
Right. And so it doesn't have to be permanent, but we can try it and see. And if we do decide to do it, then we would have to, figure out how to keep the other parts of our relationship going. So that's one of the downsides though. Like I was talking about the downside of not being as close. So some other downsides that they talk about, I read this little article, is that, you may miss out on insignificant conversations or nighttime bonding. When you right before bed, you're talking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what? Now that you say this, at first I was like, I don't really agree with Natalie, but now that they're coming up with these different things, I do see that's a big thing, like nighttime bonding. I didn't think about it at first, but I'm so
even this morning, we talked for like an hour before we got up. Maybe it was 2 hours.
But how did we get talking? You told me, hey, Ian, you're not saying anything. And at first I didn't want to say anything. And then I just started talking. And then it led to you saying something else, and then it led to me saying something else, and then we started talking.
Yeah, that's what happened. And we had a deep conversation.
And then we had a conversation in the morning. We usually don't have morning conversations.
Every now and again. Not that often.
It was a good conversation this morning. Yes.
Right. So you may miss those conversations if you're in separate rooms, because you're going to get up and then you're just going to go because there's no one else there.
If you're not careful, that may lead to you being separate or pulling apart further.
Yeah. So another downside is that, sex is not as convenient. You can't just roll over and the person's there.
You know what? I would have to have sex and just go to sleep and put you to sleep when I do it. That way I don't have to worry about talking.
That's what it is. So that's one of the things. Like you gotta now you gotta plan it. So it's not as convenient. So you could, if you're not intentional, have a decline in your sex life. So that's
you're right.
That's another thought too. So I was like,
no, you know what? They make pretty good points. I didn't think about that till you wrote it down there, but I agree. I tend to agree with that.
And then also less cuddling, less touching because you're not in proximity.
Do I love to cuddle?
Yes, but you're not in proximity. So if you're in another room, unless you're intentional, like we set times and days, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
Then we're not in proximity, so we may not be doing that as much. Then you grow apart. So that's why you have to be very conscious about your relationship.
I agree with you on that one. I didn't even think about that till you just said it now. But I think we're not even aware of it when we're doing it because we do so many small things during the day. But when you're not doing it, I think that's how you would grow apart without even realizing it.
Yeah.
You just slowly grow apart. And because the more you don't hang out, it's weird. Like when you're together, you almost take it for granted sometimes when you're together all the time and you're doing things with each other.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. So you don't have to be intentional. But if you do decide to separate rooms, then you have to be more intentional.
Yeah.
So another thing is emotional distance. So you're not having that bonding. So that nighttime bonding creates the emotional connection sometimes. So those bonding moments. So you could have a less emotional bonding. And then avoidance. So what if you're just avoiding? It's easier to avoid each other if you don't have to share space.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you get into an argument, it could last even longer than it did before.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're starting to sleep in separate rooms. So that's some of the downsides.
I didn't even think about that. Damn it. They're making some good points here, man.
Yes. Oh, I got this from calm.com website.
Man.
It's an article.
At first when I thought about it, I only thought about it from my perspective and how good it'd be. But now they make all these points. I'm like, damn, I never took all those things into account.
Well, yes, that's why you got to educate yourself before you just you just jump ship and separate rooms. You got to really talk this through. It's a whole thing.
I just thought it was going to be a great idea. My life would be great. TV.
Yeah, but that's why you got to talk it through.
Go to sleep. I'm like, I ain't got to listen to her arguing ass no more. Man.
But this is where the communication, this is why communication in a relationship is the number one thing. If you don't communicate, then this is where things will go awry.
Yeah.
So also people say there's a downside because of social stigma. But to that I say, who cares? Do you?
Care about that,
right? Who cares what anybody else thinks?
Yeah.
If you in your relationship
and
you think you need to sleep separate, then try it. Like, who gives a crap about what anyone else thinks? They ain't in your bedroom at night, right?
At least
So,
you hope not.
like, F them. Like, forget them. Do your own thing. Don't worry about the social stigma.
Do what you want to do. Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Don't worry about the social stigma
do what you want to do.
of that. That's that should be a non-factor in your reasoning.
That was
a
the reasoning they put down there?
Well, some people do. It's a downside. It's a stigma because people are afraid to do it because of the stigma.
Whoa. So people would be afraid to be separate because of what they think other people think about them being separate?
Of course.
And sitting really?
Do you know how many people live inauthentically and care about what everybody else thinks and they don't do things? Even in their own bedroom?
Damn. Of all the places you would think that people wouldn't care,
Oh, people care about everywhere, Ian. Most people, not everyone is like you who wants to just who I don't care. I do whatever.
I don't care. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed about who I am and what I do.
But some people are. So that's why social stigmas play a role in a lot of different things. So, just be happy that you're free and you don't care. But there's a lot of other people who are like, oh my gosh, what would people say if I sleep in a different room from my spouse? People think that a lot.
Well, me and Natalie want to sleep in separate rooms, so take that. Go ahead and use that spot.
So also, though, in our situation, we're both considering it. But what if one person doesn't want to consider it?
Yes.
And so then they begin to feel rejected or lonely or insecure because for why you want to sleep apart and then figuring out how to make it work for both of you.
Yeah.
Not just one person being like, look, I'm out of here. I can't sleep and I'm gone and I'm going to the other room. And then the other person just left like, well, what happened? What do you mean? So, you can't do it like that.
What happened? What do you mean?
Yeah, so you have to have that conversation. You can't just jump ship and tell your spouse or partner that you're leaving and not
give them a reason why.
Right, and not talk about why and what we can do to help the situation.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, so we talk about the negatives. That's like the bad side of it. So the good side is better sleep quality. So they say that you sleep 37 minutes longer when you sleep separate. They did a study and people who slept apart slept 37 minutes longer.
Facts. I like that.
When they were separated. But you tend to get, better sleep quality. And
because you're not moving around and
because somebody's not sensitive to somebody moving, just rolling from one side of their body to the other.
Are you talking about me?
Of course I'm talking about you. So they get better sleep. So because you get better sleep, now you can have a better mood, better mental, better health.
Sleep is very important.
You know what? Super important.
I think a lot of people in general lack sleep.
I know I do.
Good quality sleep.
I know I do.
There's a difference between sleep and good quality sleep.
I don't get good quality sleep all the time.
If you're moving around at nighttime, that's not good quality sleep. You got to be still. If you're getting up, use the bathroom, it's not good quality sleep.
No.
So you got to be in the bed for several hours?
Yes, but I'm in perimenopause. So when you're in perimenopause, a lot of times you wake up in the middle of the night for various reasons and you can't go back to sleep.
Well, you got a great following for that.
I'm thinking about the other day when I woke up and I couldn't go back. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I usually have my headphones next to the bed that I put on and I just listen to my music and go back to sleep. But I couldn't find them. So I'm walking all over the room.
Natalie woke my ass up and I saw her walking around in the dark. I'm like, what is she doing? Walk around sneaking around in the dark. I'm trying to find my headphones.
So then I took yours. I'm like, oh, he's got some. So I took your little earbuds.
It's already too late. I'm awake.
Well, no, I went to that, but then they were connected to your phone. So then I had to go over to your side of the bed and I'm leaning over the side. Then you're like, what are you doing? And then you have a personalized sleep environment. So like for you want that fan blowing all loud. It's this loud ass. It's not even, we have a ceiling fan. But Ian has a fan and he sits on the floor that's super loud.
I love it.
And it blows and it's annoying and it blows in my face. I love my And I have to sleep I have to sleep with my back turned so the fan doesn't blow in my face.
Keep going,
I'm so tired of that fan. I want it gone.
All my Family Mess followers, tell me if you love fans because my wife is crazy. I don't know what she's talking about that fan.
Well, now that I'm in my perimenopause, I will do a ceiling fan. I will do the ceiling fan. But I don't like that floor fan. Right? So they say a benefit is having a more personalized sleep environment.
Keep the fan going. So.
And then also because the person's not around all the time, you may miss them more. So you may have a little bit, you may have an increase in intimacy because you're missing and longing for them.
So when you see them again, it's a longing. You miss them and you're closer. It actually brings you closer.
Yes, that could be a benefit too. And then also, the absence makes the heart grow fonder. So so those are the benefits, right? So
are we going to do this?
I don't know. So let's walk through the process together. Like we can walk through it a little bit on the show here.
Let's do this.
Right. So Ian, why do you want a separate room?
I want separate rooms for what I have written down here. I think I want separate rooms because I want to stay up later, like just stay up as late as I want. I want to be able to have my fan, just like we just talked about, my TV, and just to do what I want to do. That's why I want to have a separate room. Just because what I do is sometimes very different than what you do at night, and it does contradict. It's rare that we're doing the same thing at night in the bed. It's rare.
So could you have like could a man cave help for you?
Yeah,
or do you just need a room, like a night? You want a whole night?
I just need a room. I don't need a whole man cave because I'm not going to do anything in that cave. I just need a room. That's all.
So you just want a room. So you want something at night that's your own.
Yes, that's
so
correct.
you do want a separate room.
Yeah. I want that.
So for me,
yes.
Because I'm in the perimenopause phase. I hate to keep saying it, but it's just the realities, right? Because it makes you change. You begin to evolve. Yeah. You begin to give no flying figs about anything.
That's the truth.
And I was like, why do I not care about it? But then I started talking to my other friends, and they don't care either. So I'm like, oh, that's where I'm at, right?
Cursing, don't care about nothing.
So for me, I want more peace. I want peace because I don't have the TV going all the time. I don't have like you walking in or all your papers and crap and you bring car parts in the bedroom. Like you can have your own room to bring all your shit. Like that's why I want my own space because that's peaceful to me when I see things that belong in the bedroom, not things that belong in the garage in my bedroom.
But your side of the bed looks like crazy hurricane.
It's just I got some papers, but I clean them up.
There's
and
more than papers. There's you could fill a whole trash bag full of papers on your side of the bed.
No, it's not that bad. I clean it up though.
Man,
you never clean up yours. Under the bed, you have stacks of papers, bills, stacks and stacks of bills.
I just put that there when I was cleaning. I could take that out in 2 seconds.
Oh, please. You always have stacks of bills.
That's when I was taking care of my dad. That's where a lot of that was from.
Oh, Ian, you've always had bills.
Shit. Don't lie to these people, man.
When those reusable grocery bags are popular, I had to keep buying them all the time because you have so much paper stuffed in them.
Natalie, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, of course
Tell these people the truth.
Of course not. So then also, I want to be able to get up in the middle of the night if I wake up and not have to be like, oh my God, I can't move. Because sometimes I want to get up and go out and go start working, but I don't because I'm afraid I'm going to wake you up.
It doesn't matter. Just get up and move, man. You wake me up anyway. Just get up and move.
Not if I'm moving. Not if I don't move. No, you don't, because I've been hearing you over there snoring. So I know you ain't waking up. So I know you're not always up. So I definitely would want my own. I wanted my own room so I can get up without worrying about waking you up.
Okay.
And then also, the TV, and I tend to now I try to go to bed earlier. I was doing really well and I'm back off the wagon. I'm going to get back on. So I want to be able to go to bed early because I go in the room to go to bed and the TV's on.
Well, is that my fault? Are you looking at me when you say that?
Yes, because I don't want, when you're not here, I don't watch TV in the evening.
I don't believe that crap.
The only time I watch TV is when I'm eating.
All right.
When I eat lunch, I watch TV. And when I eat dinner, I watch TV.
So you're saying it's me that you don't sleep at night? Is it me? Is it my fault?
You're not the one causing me not to sleep. I don't sleep because my body's just doing its own thing. Then this perimenopause business. I don't sleep more than 5 hours a night. But, but I can fall back asleep after the 5 hours. But, just 5 hours is when I wake up. So that's why I want my own room I just feel like I feel like I'd have more peace in my life with my own room.
You're probably right. Are we going down this direction? Are we going down this path? What?
Oh, I think we need to try it for like 5 days, 5 nights.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up or something.
Yes, we're going to tell
everybody.
What we'll do. We'll do 5 or 6 nights, and then we'll do a follow-up about how it went and what that is.
Yeah, I'm down with that, just to kind of see how. Man, I'm getting nervous thinking about that now. I might end up liking it too much,
and that's okay.
Ooh,
so, but here's the thing.
I need to get that room ready.
Right. So if we're going to do this, right, they have things they talk about where ways to stay connected if you're going to separate rooms.
Okay.
Right. So you have to communicate openly and often.
Okay.
So you got to, why do we want to sleep apart, which we just talked about, right? And what do we each need? So, Ian needs a fan. I need space and peace. Right.
I need space and peace.
Yes. And then if you are going to like sleep divorce, then you want to make sure that you're having check-ins every so often. So every few days or once a week.
I agree with that part.
You know, like how are you feeling?
How are we going to do about having sex?
And
just,
then
do it?
No, people plan it. You plan
I
it.
think planning sex is the worst thing couples can do. I do.
Why? They say you should plan it
No,
because
man,
that makes sure you're having
sex
it.
is better when it's spontaneous. Then it's, then you get real bad. You don't care, knock things over. That's when it's the best. When you plan it, you don't even do it when you plan it. It's not even that good when you plan that crap, man.
Well, maybe for you, but some people it might work.
All you people out there playing sex, punk asses. All y'all punk asses out there. Don't plan it, man. You just got to let it.
Everybody has what works for them.
I guess.
Just because you don't like planning stuff doesn't mean
that's just my
somebody else
preference.
doesn't like
So I'm just talking crap. So.
But then part of that too is like if you plan it, you could have like weekends where you say, "Oh, on the weekends we'll sleep together, but during the week we'll sleep apart."
No, that's a good compromise.
Right. So there's different ways that you can make adjustments to make it work.
I agree with that. I think I'd be down. I think I'd be down for that.
Right. And then so you have to make time to connect outside the bedroom.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have to like start scheduling time together.
Yeah, I agree with that one for sure. Definitely want to do stuff outside.
Right. Like like watching a show or have coffee together or take a walk every day together. That time that you would normally maybe spend in the bed talking, you want to take that somewhere else. It happens.
You know what? That's a good idea. Now I didn't even. At first, when we were having this conversation, I didn't think this was going to be such a big deal. But now that you say it, I think it would be a good idea. But to have all these things done as we're doing it would also bring more togetherness to the relationship. This is
you're in the relationship. You have to be, no matter what your relationship is, whether you're sleeping in the same room or not, you have to be intentional about keeping your relationship intact.
Yeah, you're right.
By communicating your likes, your dislikes, how you're feeling, you have to do that. You have to be real, right? If you're in a relationship and you're not real, like you're not yourself, you're not able to express how you truly feel, that means you're living a lie.
Yeah,
I mean, essentially,
that's true.
You're living a lie because that person doesn't know who you really are because you're hiding who you are because you're afraid to tell them because you're afraid of rejection.
That's facts. Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're telling yourself, I always talk about stories nowadays. You're telling yourself a story about what you think that person feels or will say to you if you tell them the truth about how you feel.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like relationship 101. Communication and being open and honest and authentic in who you are. Like that's like you got to do that. Without that, you ain't got nothing in your relationship.
Yeah,
right?
You know what? You're right. I mean, I can't. I want to disagree with you, but I can't. Those are very good points.
Yeah. So that's part of the ways to stay connected.
For
and
sure.
then also like intentional physical affection. So I guess while that week that we're doing it, I'm not going to get mad if you slap my ass because I now have to be more, even though I don't like that either way. But
she's gonna once I stop doing it, then she's gonna be mad at me. Why don't you do that no more?
I don't think so. It drives me crazy.
Okay, you'll see.
But that's okay.
Oh, well, you'll see. All you females are all the same. Once the guy stops doing so, even though it's annoying, once they stop it, then you wonder why did they stop doing it? I wonder what's going on. Is there somebody else? All these weird thoughts go through your mind.
That is true too. Mm-hmm. That is true.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so being intentional with physical affection, maybe like you walk by, you touch the person without having to slap them. Okay. You could rub them.
I could do that. I could not slap your ass. I could definitely just, touch your shoulder, do something.
Yeah, some
like
kind
that.
of intentional or hug, those kind of anything, any kind of intentional physical connection.
I got to learn not to be a caveman around you. I'm cool with that.
And then, like we talked about too, like the part-time bed sharing. So planning it for the weekends.
Bed sharing.
So on the weekends, so that's another way. On the weekends you could share the bed, share a room instead of. And then during the week, like you said, most time you need to sleep during the week because you got to go to work.
Yeah.
And you need to function. So the weekends are more casual. So yeah, maybe that might be a good compromise for us if we decide to do it long term. Is during the week we sleep separate and on the weekends we sleep together.
You know what? This is going to be a great experiment to see how it actually going to work for us. Now I'm getting excited to do
Ian's
this.
excited because he's gonna have his fan, his
Hell,
TV.
I'm gonna turn the fan on high. When Natalie's gone on vacation or somewhere to visit,
hey, but you know what?
I turn that bitch on high as hell. I mean, sometimes I have 3 fans in the room on the ceiling fan, 2 side fans.
You sound like Samuel.
I don't give a damn, man. I turn it all high. It's loud as shit.
Our 15-year-old son or 16 now. He has 3 fans and he plays sleep music.
Stupid-ass sleep music.
Because the fans are so loud, he has to turn up the volume way up So I don't know how you're going to sleep over there with that
Oh,
noise. Are you going
God.
to be able to sleep with that?
He
'Cause
wakes
you'll
up
be
the
right next
whole.
door.
Well, if I close the door, I'll hear it, but it's not that bad.
Oh.
Once the fan's on, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, because your fans will drown out his music.
Yeah,
probably.
because I it's like noise for me, like white noise, so it doesn't bother
That's
me.
crazy that between you and him, you have 6 fans.
I got to steal his fan.
And then
I'll
I
just
think
take the
Noah
fan
has
from the
one
garage.
fan.
Yeah.
He has a ceiling fan and a side
Yeah,
fan.
Noah's not like us, so
Yeah, you got problems, man. 3 loud ass fans going at
don't
once.
give a damn. I'm
Well,
ready.
yes.
I'm ready for this.
I am ready too.
I'm
I'm
ready
looking
for
forward
this.
to it.
Well,
So,
I can't. I
yes.
can't wait to give him an update after it's done. Well, man, I can't wait to do this. So, what do you want to?
So it won't be this week because we got company coming, but the following week we can do it.
So,
And then we'll report back.
so we'll have an update for you when that happens, and we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward. So,
Yeah. And so we got a phone number that you guys, if you ever want to call in, leave a comment. Yeah. So tell us if you do sleep separate, like text us. You can text us or call us.
or you can email us at
It's up.
thefamilymess with 3 S's at gmail.com. Go ahead.
Yes. But the phone number,
Let's hear this phone number.
407
Uh-huh.
357
Uh-huh.
0075.
Damn, I didn't know
So
we had a
text
phone
us,
number.
let us know if you have any questions or if something that we hadn't even thought about, if you thought about something that we haven't thought about with why we should or shouldn't do this thing. And or if you are sleeping separate, like how's it been for you? What do you like about it? What don't you like? We'll shout you out on the show. We'll quote
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So yeah, holler at us. So 407-357-0075.
And watch us on all the streaming media, Spreaker, iTunes, and all the other ones. Listen to Family Mess Podcast.
Yes.
Join us. We love you.
And what's the email? You said the Family Mess
The Family
with 3
Mess with 3
S's.
S's. The Family Mess with 3 S's.
MESSS.
At gmail.com.
Yes, holler at us. Holler at us.
Later. Peace.
I love the family mess. Oh,
Come on, man. You can't.
Did you hear that?